this is Larry. This is day 29 of the Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this poem. Hope you enjoyed this video. It took me a lot of good hikings to get there, and it's just fun. I'm in Turkey, Cappadocia, in case you're curious, and of course, yeah, visit, support tourism. I don't know, I got nothing, but also hit the Instagram follow. My handle is Larry somewhere, it's in the description. Check it out. I also write or post stories about my ongoing travel, so if you want to see more than just this video and what actually happens, then you can check that out. This is the I think this is the closest as I've come to an ad. This is still ad. I hope there's no ad, or at least I'm not getting paid for the ad if there's ads. So just to let people know, and yeah, people who donate, I donate to charity, so I don't, yeah. Anyway, let's get today started. Today, it's Monday. Let's get Monday started off right. It's about like what 2-3 more days left to August to get that streak challenge, whatever. So let's get started. 200 number of islands. I thought I saw number of friends. Maybe I'm just have friends on my mind. I don't know. Okay, so m times n grid. 1's and 0. 1 is land, 0 is water, number of islands. Okay. I mean, this is a very standard connected components. I mean, literally, this is the definition of well, maybe not literally, but like for the most part, one of the canonical training examples for connected components. This is basically also thinking about it as an implicit graph where every cell is next to its in this case four edges, right? Up, down, left, right, no diagonals. And then once you do that, so basically one cell is connected to another cell, and then you do the transitive property, which is something that people use randomly. So basically, if A is connected to B, and B is connected to C, then A is connected to C, which is transitive property. And based on that, you can create connected components. And for me, there are really 3 ways that I would get started in thinking about it. One is depth first search, one is breadth first search, and the other is union find, right? Honestly, for me, it mostly depends on how I feel. Depth first search, and there's some minor trade-offs for sure. Connected components union find has a bigger constant. Recursion is pretty quick. Breadth first search maybe is a little bit more code depending on how much template you have on union find. Don't recommend template, but depth first search, I think the big issue is sometimes you want, especially in Python, because the core stack is just expensive in Python, where maybe in like C like language or C++, like I don't really care about recursion unless it's like really big, but then you run out of memory anyway. And in this case, in connected components, you're not putting that much on the stack and your parameters anyway. So these are things that I kind of think about, to be honest, but I don't really think about it that much anymore, just because I've done enough of these problems that it's a lot of muscle memory, right? So and a lot of the times I just go with whatever I feel like. So okay, I haven't done I haven't done it recursion in a while, so let's do it that way. So the way that I think about it, and the other way, the other canonical way of doing it, or the other way of thinking about these island E problems, and some of them can get very tricky, so that's where DFS can kind of help you there, depending on the problem. But the way that I think about it is painting, or what's it called? Flood fill, right? Flood fill algorithm is the idea here, and that's what we're going to do. Sorry, I just woke up. That's the thing with being in Turkey and traveling, is that right now it's like 6 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. to watch the sunrise, and so my eyes are very tired. So hope and everything I said is is, as recorded and shown to you live. So I hope that I didn't misspeak or anything like that. Okay, so yeah, so that's the way to do it. That's the way we do it is just go XY, and the idea here, and there are a couple of ways you can do it with flood flow state management. You could, some people manipulate the grid, and sometimes that's okay depending on what you're doing. This time I'm just going to write like a done thing. Also, let's get R is equal to length of grid. I like using R and C just because I would never confuse, unless I put it in wrong, which is really sad. I would never confuse it. N and M and M and N, I used to confuse all the time until I'm just like, well, Larry, what are you doing? That's just you're the one writing the code. Don't let the code write you. Do whatever makes it easier for you to write code without mistake, errorless code, right? Yeah. At least for now, that's what I would say that I'll optimize for. Of course, once you get more senior, there's about readability and communicating through code and making it community owned, right? But anyway, that's not really the focus of this video anyway. So anyway, okay. So, oh yeah, so here we assume that this is not done, or yeah, this is already marked as done, but then you just have to go to neighbors. And of course, we need this in any case. I just didn't do it yet. We need a neighbors thing, and this is basically the dx/dy combination. You could also write it in like 2 for loops. I don't know. This is just how I'm used to doing it. So for dx/dy directions, new x new y is equal to x plus dx, y plus dy. We check that they're in bounds. And also they're not done. The idea here is that we don't really have to return anything. We just basically color in the done array, if you will, and that's it. Because for each component, we just have to color it once, right? So basically, you connect. Another way of thinking about ratio is that when you call this, it converts all the ones to 0, and then at the end you want to end with 0, and then you have to click on how many, or you have to return how many times you do it. That's basically the idea. I think this is it. So then now it's just about going through the loop, and that if what's it, grid ij is equal to, I don't know why they sometimes use string and sometimes use actual numbers, so that's why. And not done. Remember that done state can carry. So, and I'm kind of a little bad here. I'm mixing i's and j's and x and y. But yeah, if it's not done, then we set this is equal to done, and then we go, and then we increment, right? And that's pretty much it. Of course, you have right now. That's pretty much it. So let's give it a spin. That's sad. What does this graph look like? Huh. Oh, I am dumb. Of course. I forgot to check for the grid here. I've been doing that a lot lately. Maybe I'm just getting old. That's a very obvious thing to check for. In fact, that's like the only thing to check for. So okay, let's give it some mid. Apparently I've done it 3 times before though. What was that? Wow, that's 3 years ago now. 881 day streak. Yay, thank you. That's 3 years ago. I think I was using Python too, so I think I was just getting to learn Leetcode and Python and all these things. How do they even? Oh yeah, and I used to write it this way. You could see this is a mess, but you know, that is rough. Basically, I converted what I would write in C into Python, I think. Yeah, what is the running time? This is going to be linear time, linear space, because we look at each cell once, and for each cell we look at each of 4 of its neighbor. So that's going to be constant number of time per cell, and each cell will only get visited once, at least for this function. So yeah, so linear time, linear space, and of course, I know there's a lot of confusion sometimes because we mix variables, but linear is the size of the input, and the size of the input is R times C, number of items, right? So when I say linear, I mean O of R times C for time and for space, just to make that clear. Okay, that's all I have for this one. It's literally 6:50 a.m. right now, so I'm gonna go pass out and take a nap. Do I actually have to pack for my flight later? So I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have though. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Join me on Discord. I'll see you later. And oh yeah, yeah. Uh, Stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see you later. Wow, I forgot. It's too early. Bye bye.